On this episode of Drastic Results with Toni Harris Taylor, you're going to meet two of my special clients from Phoenix, Arizona. Miss Kaylavon Middleton, the Medicare Boss Lady, and Miss Michelle Brown with Dynamic Training. She's going to tell you how to get less stress and more productive to become the six-figure entrepreneur you want to be. It's time to get drastic. Let's do this. Toni Harris Taylor, Toni Harris Taylor, Drastic Results, oh yeah, Toni Harris Taylor, yeah. Welcome to the Drastic Results with Toni Harris Taylor show. Today is another fantastic hot seat episode. The hot seat episodes are where I interview my clients, my coaching clients who are making a difference in this world, doing what they do best and living out their passions. The first client you're going to meet is Michelle Brown from Phoenix, Arizona. Michelle is dynamic mobility training, and she is all about helping us get less stress, more energy, no pain, and improving our life overall. My second client is Kaylavon Middleton, the Medicare Boss Lady, who is an accidental professional in the Medicare world. Y'all know there's no such things as accidents. Both of these ladies live in Phoenix, Arizona. So how did I get clients in Phoenix, Arizona? Well, I had an event with my partner and friend, Tish Times, and those ladies attended. And they got such value, they said yes, and we started to coach with them. They've taken some drastic steps, and they have transformed how they think about their business. Do they still have challenges? Of course they do. Anytime we're going to our next level, there are going to be challenges. And today they're going to share their challenges, and I'm going to help them to overcome them. If you're having challenges, stay through the end, because you're going to learn some things that's going to help you too to be able to grow your business on the hot seat. We'll be right back. Are you a busy business owner that feels invisible and you are not making the money you deserve? My name is Toni Harris Taylor with Drastic Results Coaching. I'm a leading marketing and sales coach who teaches service-based entrepreneurs how to magnetically attract their ideal clients to make more money now. If you are ready to get drastic results in your business, contact Toni at 713-387-9273. Remember, take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow.
If you are a business owner who needs more revenue but doesn't have the time or team to conduct sales activities, you need Unstoppable Sales Support. I'm Tish Times, CEO and founder of Unstoppable Sales Support. For over 10 years, I've helped teams to close more sales. Unstoppable Sales Support is your outsourced sales solution. Prospecting, follow-up, and we close sales. Done for you.
Welcome back. We're here with my first client, Michelle Brown of Dynamic Training, and we're going to be on the hot seat with Michelle. But before we get to the hot seat, we want to find out who she is, what she does, and maybe you too can use what she does. So Michelle, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited.
I'm super excited too. So first of all, where are you located?
I am in Scottsdale, Arizona.
And I had the privilege of meeting you in person recently, and that was a whole lot of fun. Tell everybody what your business is.
Well, dynamic mobility training, what I do is I help people to eliminate pain, stress, tension and have more freedom in their body and more freedom in their life. And I can do that virtually or in person. So if someone has any kind of aches and pains or a lot of stress, I am super good at helping to resolve that, get it out of the way so that people can do all the things they want to do without the tension, pain, and like super stress.
Got it. Very good. So how long have you been doing that, and why are you passionate about it?
Okay. Well, I've been in practice for 30 years. I am so passionate about it because I once was in corporate America for quite a while, and I was burning myself out. I was like a top salesperson in the world, and I was working so much and just totally burned myself out. And I just decided I just don't want to live like this anymore and getting sick all the time. So I really turned toward health and wellness. I left corporate and got started in the health business and have been going strong in that ever since, to have more energy and less stress, basically.
So I know what you said you do. You help people to get more, less stress, more mobility, have more energy. But who's your favorite target market client? Who you love working with?
Well, I love working with people who want to take charge of their health. Not everybody does. A lot of people want to go to the doctor or the therapist, and that's okay. But some people they're like little do-it-yourselfers, and they want to do their exercises and keep getting better in their body and keep seeing the results that happen. So those are my clients. And they range from very young to, I think my oldest client is 86. So I got like 11 to 86. Most people are entrepreneurs. The 11-year-old is not, but
Not yet.
Are entrepreneurs. They sit too much, they work too long hours, and when you do the same position over and over all day long, you really kind of train your body to be in that position, and that could be hurting you. Like you could be lifting one shoulder up all day or lifting one hip up all the day, and it kind of your body gets trained to do that, but it's not ideal. It can cause a lot of pain and stress.
So is entrepreneurship easy for you, Michelle? You left corporate, but has the journey through entrepreneurship been easy for you?
It goes up and down.
That's right. Absolutely. So what drastic steps have you had to take to stay in business?
Well, for the whole COVID thing, I immediately put everybody online. And I'm super lucky because I can work with people online and I can work with people in person. And that was a big drastic thing. It was just instant. Like, people who were coming in got shifted over, and a lot of them like it so much they're still online. They haven't come back in person because they get more attention and they get to do it more frequently and they don't have to leave their house. So that was a big drastic step.
That is drastic, and that's brilliant as well because my audience is everywhere. So if you all need what Michelle has to offer, please reach out to her. But I want to ask Michelle an important question. All of us have marketing and sales challenges. Michelle, what is yours?
Mine is being consistent. I tend to get pulled out into the next best thing sometimes. And to be steady and consistent with the one or two things that I can do besides working all day. So that's challenging for me.
May I help you with the challenge?
You may. I am so excited to hear your response to that.
Well, all of us, all entrepreneurs struggle with consistency. So you are not alone, first and foremost. The next thing is, one of the reasons we struggle with consistency is because we lack focus. We don't know where our target market is. We haven't found the right social media platform. We're trying to do all the platforms at one time, and we actually fall off of any of them because we feel like we can't do them. So the first piece of advice I have is figure out what social platform is best for attracting your ideal clients. And I heard you say 11 to 86, but I also know your real target market is the 50 plus entrepreneur. And so you've got to speak to that person in your marketing. The other way to get consistent, so you can't do everything. And so finding out what's the right place for you to be. The other thing when it comes to consistency is to get some help. You can pay someone in your network to help you to be consistent with the things you know that work, but you just don't want to do them. For instance, email marketing. Email marketing is very important, but there are a lot of people out there and some in the NIA network who can help you to get that done. So don't put the burden of consistency on you because you feel like you have to do everything. Get some help. Does that help?
That's very helpful. Yeah, I really like that you said don't try to do every platform, because I was trying to do that for a while and it was awful.
So you got to know where your people are. In social media, because it's a beast, you have to know exactly where your target audience is and cater to them there. You cannot do it all. And every time I turn around, a new platform's coming out, and everybody's like, you got to get on that platform. You know, it's a bandwagon kind of thing. So just find the one that works for you. Don't worry about what the people in the background are saying. You can't do everything. So I want to give you an opportunity to tell everyone how they can get in touch with you.
Okay. They can go to my website, which is michellbrown.com. And there's no E, so it's Michell Brown.com. And my information's all on there. They can sign up for a complimentary intro session, which is also on there. And they get some free goodies. Some really cool videos about moving and releasing pain while they're there. So that's a great place to get in touch with me.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you coming on. Notice Michelle is my client. She's long distance. Virtual works. Thank you, COVID. When we come back, we're going to meet my next client, Kaylavon Middleton, the Boss Lady. We'll be right back.
Have you ever thought about the true definition of success? Well, fortunately, there's no wrong answer. We all have our own ideas of what true success actually means. So don't let yourself get caught up in trying to live someone else's success story. I'm Mike Bush with JLA Realty, and I want to take just a moment to let you know what our idea of success actually means. It's helping to create successful, passionate, and driven agents which give us satisfied clients. So if you're ready for us to help you write your own success story, go to joinjla.com and let's get to work.
Did you know that 76% of warm referrals actually close? Are you getting all the referrals that you want? My name is Toni Harris Taylor, and I am the community builder with Network in Action Northeast Houston. I bring business owners together to help them to build relationships to bring each other more leads. If you're interested in getting more leads for your business, contact me at NIA. Welcome back. Now I'm here with another one of my beautiful clients, Mrs. Kaylavon Middleton, the Medicare Boss Lady who lives in Phoenix. Welcome, Kaylavon.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Toni. Thank you for having me on your show today.
I appreciate you saying yes. That's drastic, I know, but thank you for saying yes. So Medicare Boss Lady, I love the brand. How did you become into Medicare and then the boss lady? How did that come about?
That's a great question. To kind of give you a little background, I've been in the healthcare industry for over 40 years. When I retired back in 2013, I had an old friend who was also my manager when I worked, started a Medicare agency. So I'm on my retirement. So she calls me up and says, "Hey, girl, you still have your license?" I said, "Yes, you got to always keep your license, because you never know what life does." She says, "Well, I'm starting this agency and I would love for you to be a part of it." And I said, "Well, okay." I said, "I'm really not that much interested, but I'll help you out to get started." Right. And so we went through that process. I had to get trained. I had to pass tests for the government. I had to contract with several of the major insurance companies here in Arizona and got all that done. And voila, here I am, okay, being a Medicare agent. But that's not it, Toni. What happened in the process is that as I was working with my friend, things were going slow, right? So she had like 7 other team members. So they all decided to get a job because they wasn't bringing in the money. Well, it didn't bother me because I'm retired. I've got my pension money coming in. So I worked for her for a little bit more, but then I decided I want to be my own boss lady, right? So I started my own agency and back in 2016. And now I am the Medicare Boss Lady.
And I love that even though you were retired, I know y'all are shocked because she don't look like she's no retirement age. Even though you're retired, you wanted a second career and you saw an opportunity when everybody else was walking away. And then you became the Medicare Boss Lady. And I know your clients adore you. So why are you passionate about Medicare and helping your clients with the beast of Medicare?
You know what, Toni? When I started, I was just helping a friend out. But when I got into it, it's more than just that. You are helping people who do not understand Medicare because Medicare is very tricky. People think it doesn't cost anything. People think I can sign up anytime. And the truth of the matter, not so. It can be very costly depending on how much you've earned. And also, too, if you don't enroll in time, you can get lifetime penalties. And I've come from a background service to help. So it was just really in my wheelhouse. That's why I continue on because I said, you know what, this really fits who I am. I love helping people and educating people about how to get through the snares of Medicare so you can be able to have a successful retirement where you're not spending a lot of money than you should.
Wonderful. Well, I love where you saw an opportunity and you slid right in there. So now, are you only licensed in Arizona?
No, I'm licensed in California, Texas, and South Carolina.
Wonderful. So that means my friends in Texas who are looking for help can certainly reach out to the boss lady.
Absolutely.
So tell me, what's your challenge with your marketing and sales challenge or your business challenge?
I've heard a lot of people talking about tell your story. What's your story? I don't know how to create a story about me and my business. I would love to be able to do that so I can encourage people to allow me to work with them through this Medicare process. So I need a way how to tell my story.
So the first thing you have to do, first of all, it's absolutely true. You have to use your story. Also, the stories of your clients, with anonymous, of course, because I know there's compliance around that. But using your story, the reason you want to use your story is because you want people to identify with you, to be relatable so that they can say, well, she gets me because she's been through something similar as me. And you just told your story in a beautiful way. So how do you get your story out? First of all, you work with one of my sponsors, Miss Star Babatoon, who is all about helping getting your story out. I'll make that connection later. But what you have to do is write down when I had to get my story out, and this is back when I wanted to be a speaker, I went all the way back to the beginning. And I wrote down every significant event in my life that I could remember. So, you can do a spread, you can just put it in a spreadsheet. First column is event, second column is age, third column is what did I learn. And so go through, write down every significant event. Then what you're going to do is look at those events and see how they relate to what you do today. It could be something way back when you were a child, right? Maybe you saw your grandparents I know your mom died early, so maybe that affected the way you care for people now. Every instance in your life, see how it relates to what you do, and then work it into the sales conversation. Does that help?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I wrote down those tips, so I'm going to make sure I do all of those things and come up with my own personal story.
So we actually met in person recently, and a topic came up that I actually want to address. We have a few minutes here, so I want to address that. And that is, I told you that I took a drastic step and asked a white male millionaire to be my mentor. Now that was drastic, right? And I was like, I want you. And he said yes. And you said, I need to do something similar. So have you pondered that, and have you put any thought into doing that with the Medicare guy, boss man out there?
Yes, I did. And I did reach out. I took a drastic step based on our conversation. And I was telling you about a particular company that seems to be monopolizing all of these other agencies. And I went and did my homework, found out who the owner is, found him on LinkedIn, and sent him a note and told him I would love to meet him to interview him. And I'm waiting for a response back. So I just recently did that.
That is amazing. You are coachable. This is why I love you as my client, because you just have to take the drastic step. And guess what? He may or may not respond, so you'll backdoor it some other way. But I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
In my ear, I said, okay, she said I should do this, and she said it was my homework.
So congratulations. Well, tell everybody how to get in touch with you.
Yes, you can get in touch with me on LinkedIn as Kaylavon Middleton. Also on my website at medisolutions.us. And my phone number is area code 623-806-4200.
Well, thank you so much, Kaylavon, for giving us a few minutes of your time to introduce my audience to the Medicare Boss Lady. We'll be right back with my final thoughts.
Drastic Results, yeah, with Toni Harris Taylor. Toni Harris Taylor. Drastic.
Creating social media posts for your business can take so much time and energy. And yet with the pandemic, if you're not online posting, people think you're closed. Introducing Amy Social. Amy Social is the world's first AI app for small business that writes, designs, creates, and schedules every post for your entire month's social media calendar in seconds. Download it to your phone for free at getsocial.ai. That's getsocial.ai.
Whether you're looking to connect with customers, find new ones, or sell more of your awesome stuff, Constant Contact has powerful email marketing tools and more to help you do more business online. Power on with Constant Contact. Try it free today.
Drastic Results, yeah, with Toni Harris Taylor.
Welcome back. A special thank you to my guests and clients today, Michelle Brown and Kaylavon Middleton, the Medicare Boss Lady. I want to thank them especially for being vulnerable and sharing their challenges. We all have sales and marketing challenges, and if we don't ask for help, we won't be able to move past them. So thank you, ladies, for sharing a little bit of who you are. And of course, if you need what they offer, don't hesitate to reach out to them. I also want to give a special shout out to my Network in Action family. All of the members of Network in Action Northeast Houston. I so appreciate all of you and how you are building those relationships that make a great difference in the lives of our fellow members. I also want to thank Mr. Marlon Johnson for his support and Mr. Jason Jones of Amy Social Media at getsocial.ai. He actually has a way to automate your social media. So go and check out getsocial.ai. And don't forget, sharing is caring. And we want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit my site, drasticresults.com, where you can connect with me on all my social medias. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please keep sharing, and we love your feedback as well. My name is Toni Harris Taylor, saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow. Bye.
Let's be honest. Making a lukewarm marketing video is fairly simple. But who wants lukewarm marketing? Instead, how about something that conveys your unique message? Well, that takes creativity, and creative is what we are. We design custom logos. We even offer professional print services. Our goal is to showcase how good your idea is, no matter what your product is. Whether it's social media marketing for a new author or the artwork for the book itself, we can help. You've created a new app and need a TV commercial to show it to the world. We can help.
Now they're Stork Advisor.
If you're a photographer trying to show off your work in a unique way, we can help. Need a promo for your TV show? We can help with that too.
It's Couch Time with Sonia.
We're an artistic bunch and we love the creative process. We're not trying to be the best in Houston. We're trying to be the best for you.